Look at me go, everybody. Look at me go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It is 2020, everyone. This is my first stream this year, I think. Yeah, first stream this year. And, what a stream to really be starting off on. I think I've got a lot to really say today. I've got a lot of opinions to really put out. I'm sure some of you guys are very interested to hear what I've got to say. I think I've been somebody who's been a little bit more like a centralist in this investigation. I've been somebody who's kind of been more in the middle. I've been kind of looking at things from both perspectives, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of saw this one coming, to an extent. I didn't really necessarily think it was gonna be as bad as it was. But don't for any of you guys who are like wondering what the fuck I'm getting on, what I'm talking about, don't worry, I'm gonna fill you guys in with the stream today. The stream shouldn't be a long one. I will be doing 2 streams tonight. I'll be doing this stream and I'll be doing my Loki After Dark stream, which is where I just like kind of hang out and talk to you guys. Thank you, Sarah. It's nice to have you back. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. Hope you all enjoyed your Christmas and your New Year's. People where I'm from are literally still putting off fireworks now. Apparently, some people don't get the fucking memo that the New Year's was 2 days ago. But whatever. It's all good. I'm doing fine, thank you, Megan. I hope you're doing well as well. For some reason it comes up in the chat and then like an hour later it comes up on the screen. It's fucking weird how that works. Come on, Streamlabs, what are you doing? You did, to be fair. Got my bottle of cola today because we're in for a long haul, guys, and I need some. They have leftover fireworks, perhaps, but it's like if you have leftover fireworks, what are you doing? Why don't you use all of them on the night, and then save my dogs and other people's dogs and cats and other animals from the fucking anxiety and stress that is fireworks. Like, I don't mind people using doing fireworks on special occasions, but when you're doing it constantly, I mean, any of you guys who've got dogs, you should understand what I'm getting at, right? I mean, obviously some animals deal with it better than others, and my dogs handle it rather well, I'd like to think, because we usually comfort them. But there are lots of dogs, obviously, and cats and other animals who really struggle with it, even if they are being comforted. And it's just not fair, especially with animals who suffer from various conditions that can kind of make that situation a whole lot worse, A lot of you have got pets, I assume, don't you? Because, animals are great, But anyway, so welcome to the stream, guys. It's going to be a bit spicy today, and that's why I'm kind of waiting for everybody to join before I really get into things. You guys are aware that I don't really necessarily stream as much as some people would like me to, but I'd like to think that it's quality over quantity with me. So, whilst I may not be live constantly or every day, at least when I come live, I'm going to give you guys somewhat of a show, and I'm going to go through things, I'm going to explain things, and my last live stream was a bit of a mess, just putting it out there for anybody who hasn't watched it. Don't really know if I really want to get into that. I want you guys to be aware that I did, after that stream, I kind of spoke to a couple of people, I watched a couple of streams, and I actually feel really good about it. I don't really feel like, I feel like I'm so done with all of, like, the petty drama and the feuding. Like, if people want to talk shit about me, they can. If people want to say things that aren't true about me, that's fine. But I don't want to be a part of that negativity. I feel like, a lot of people, they preach about wanting to be more positive, but they don't actually do it. And I want to be able to actually do it. So that's really what I'm going for. I'm not gonna waste my words. It's really irrelevant. And more so, I don't think you guys really want that either. I know there are some people who really enjoy the drama and the controversy and shit, but I think for a lot of people, there's only so much of that you can really handle before you end up thinking, fuck this live streamer, fuck this YouTuber. I don't want to sit and watch them, like, feud with somebody and have drama with somebody. Like, it's actually affecting me, and I don't want to watch them now because of it. That's an easy way to push away your viewers and your genuine supporters who just want to fucking talk to you and want to, like, get to know you and hear what you've got to say and be entertained by you, right? So, like, that's really what I'm going for. And it's not just with live stream, it's also with friends. Like, if you've got a friend who's always talking negatively to you, I doubt they're going to be your friend for very long. I mean, it just goes without saying, right? Because that ain't good for your vibes, guys, right? I mean, there are obviously exceptions. There are people who probably thrive off the chaos, right? But I'd like to think that there are not many of you out there like that. So anyway, yeah, vibe check 2020. You know, it's a new decade. You know, I started this decade. I was literally like 15, 14, 15 years old. Had my whole life ahead of me. You know. Like, I don't really have anything more to say about my life, actually. It's been pretty fun. It's been a pretty uneventful 10 years. But we're here. At least I'm still here, right? Yikes, guys. I thought that was going to be more interesting. Never mind. But anyway, let's really get into it. So I'm sure you guys are obviously aware that in the last couple of months I've been covering the whole Onision situation, but more so with like Chris Hansen and Vincent and the various other characters who are kind of involved in all of this. I've been doing streams talking about every single interview that kind of goes on, or at least most of the ones that I thought were interesting. And obviously speaking about Nissan's behaviour and the behaviour of other people who've been involved as well. And, you know, I really offered you guys a lot of opinions and lots of criticism on what I think about certain things, things I agree with, things I disagree with. And I really feel like it's fair that I not necessarily wrap things up, but I've decided that in 2020 I'm going to be kind of pushing things not necessarily in a different direction. Thank you, Cara.
Coca-Cola funds. No, seriously, Happy New Year.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Cara. You're very, very kind to me. It honestly, rock on. But yeah, so I really want to start talking about other people more than Onision. And I think one of the main things that's really led me to this conclusion, first of all, is the kinds of people who I'm associating myself with by covering Onision. And more so the fact that I feel like I'm just kind of getting bored of it. I'm getting kind of bored of it for a number of reasons, which I'm going to kind of go through today. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about it. So obviously, state your opinions in the chat when we get to it. And those of you who are watching this back, you know, watching the replay back, the VOD back, you know, feel free to offer me your perspectives, you know, in the comments, obviously. But I have been, you know, I feel like quite a big supporter of this whole thing that's been kind of going on. But I think it's got to a point with me where it's like, am I really doing this anymore because I want to see Onision locked up, or am I doing it because it's good commentary, right? Or it's like, it's commentary that's easy to do. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, the thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like I'm a pretty stand-up dude, but it feels like more of the latter. You know, it feels like I'm kind of doing this more because it's easy commentary. It's something that I've done in the past. Like I've you know, covered this kind of shit before. Like it's an easy rope-a-dope into YouTube, something that's gonna get me more comfortable doing YouTube, and I think it's actually served purpose. But I kind of want to move on to more interesting things now because I feel like this whole Onision thing, it's been really dragged down. I feel like Chris Hansen's dragging it out. I think Vincent's been dragging it out. And I think a lot of other people have been dragging it out too. An FBI investigation takes years to go through. And people think it's going to be done next week. It's not going to be done next week. It's not. I don't think so. And the main thing, don't worry, I'm going to get to that case. I'm going to get to that. I've got a lot to talk about today. We're only 10 minutes in. Already got 10 minutes in. I was thinking about this for a long time, and this isn't based off what other live streamers or commentators have said, but I remember saying like a couple of months ago that I thought it was kind of weird. That I don't know if you guys remember, it's in a previous VOD that I posted. It was a couple of months ago, right? And I said it was weird to me that Chris and Vincent were openly discussing an FBI investigation, right? That they were saying, oh yeah, the FBI have been moving things forward. Yeah, I feel like more recently it's kind of like it's been burying itself into my fucking brain, and it's become more and more prevalent. Like this idea that like, would the FBI, would the fucking Federal Bureau, like, would they be literally telling a couple of arguably D-list, C, D, E, F, G list celebrities or celebrity about an actual investigation, a federal investigation? Like, would they actually be doing that? Because that sounds like really unethical, and I don't know if there's any laws in the place, but it's like, shouldn't there be? Shouldn't there be? You know, like, isn't that like a really big thing when it comes to like anything to do with law or court or police? Like, I don't know, man. It just seems and it seemed like everything they were saying about the FBI was like, oh, they've took some things from certain people and they've been moving things forward. But we haven't seen any proof of that. We haven't seen any representation to show that it's actually true. Like they said, a couple of things like laptops and stuff were taken. Has anybody like actually proven that things were taken or that things were done? I'm not necessarily... I know some people would say, do they have to prove it, Loki? Do they have to? I mean, yes, they fucking do. Yes, they do. You can't just throw out allegations and say that the FBI is doing this and the FBI is doing that and talk like you know everything, but not show any reference to show that. It doesn't sound like it's legal. It doesn't sound legal to me. Sarah said she handed Kai's old laptop to the FBI, then deleted the tweet. Interesting, innit? Being greedy for info, you seem. Yeah? I don't know. I don't think I'm greedy. That doesn't make any sense. I just want some sort of actual proof. I've always been one to go by receipts. I've always been one to go by evidence, right? So I don't like hearsay. I've never liked hearsay. And I just don't like how things have been kind of done, and I kind of wish there was more proof. Because let's say, guys, that it is true, right? Fair enough, right? Fair enough, it's true. We don't have to worry about the fact that there is no reference or record of the FBI being involved, because they have been involved, right? Because, you know, they've got involved, they've took Kai to jail, Kai's done, right? Cool. But what happens if that doesn't... What if that doesn't happen, right? What if Onision is still on here in 2, 3, 4 years, Kai is still around in 2, 3, 4 years, and nothing's been done, and Chris eventually just moved on to the next topic? That's what I'm thinking right now. Because I've noticed that it seems like... I'm not necessarily speaking about Chris here, but Vincent's definitely not a professional, and he's proven that over the last couple of weeks. I criticised him in my last live stream because of his inappropriate memes that he's been posting, talking about Onision's penis size, and obviously making comments about him having special needs. Which, I mean... these comments coming from a commentator or some average Joe, I really wouldn't care. Like, you know, if you've got that kind of humour, that's your own that's your thing. You know, I'm not one of those people who's going to get on you for having a dark sense of humour. I'm fucking British. But what I will say, right, is when you're representing like a serious concept and you're literally involved with an investigation on the fucking with I mean, let's just think about it, with abuse, pedophilia, assault being amongst the charges. That's some very serious stuff, isn't it? That's some very, very serious shit. So it's like, I don't know. Let me read some of the comments and see what you guys think. Is going to run out of info sooner or later, and then they have to move on, and that will piss off a lot of people. I don't know. It won't piss me off. I think I understand that, you know, you can only milk something for so long. And that's what it seems like it is right now. It seems like they're just milking it. They're bringing on anybody now. I mean, no shade. It's, you know, they're just, you know, people who weren't even really involved or haven't really been around Kai or Onision properly. It's just like, oh, people who've spoke to them on Twitter for a couple of days. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I'm fucking British is Loki's new campaign slogan. Yeah, 2020, guys, 2020. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to that, Heather. I'm gonna get to that. Yeah. So Gillian puts in the chat, Chris has grown his channel talking about Onision. That's why he's dragging it out. Vincent is a hot mess. He's lost all credibility. Right. Alright, so moving forward is not necessarily forgetting. Exactly. Yeah, very well. Cool. So yeah, I mean, it's a big it's a big mess. And what's up, by the way, Dominique? Nice to see you here. Obviously, it's a really, really big mess that this whole situation's going on, right? And it's already been helped by the fact that Vincent doesn't know how to fucking shut the fuck up. He doesn't know how to shut his face. He's been putting out all of this dumb shit, like I said before. But more recently, he went one further. He went a couple of steps further. So one thing happened on Deity's live stream, and another thing happened on his Twitter, right? And I want you guys to be aware that his Twitter he's shut down his Twitter, either that or it's been banned. I don't really know. Let me just fucking, here you go, look, when websites, the account doesn't exist, goodbye Vincent, bye. Yikes. So yeah, first thing is Deity's live stream, right? So I wasn't there, and I haven't actually seen what happened, but from what I've been told, Vincent literally had like an episode in front of Deity. And Deity didn't really know what the fuck to do, and nobody really knew what the fuck to do. And if what I've been told is true, Vincent literally said anybody who is against him and Chris is either a supporter of Onision or a groomer. Or a pedo or some shit, likes kids. Something like that. It's one of those kind of like gaslighting concepts where it's like, if you're not with me, you're literally like a criminal. Like, that is literally funny. Like, that's what I heard. Were any of you guys there? Can any of you guys reinforce what I'm saying? Am I saying the truth? Is that right? He wouldn't let Deity talk, apparently. Really? Am I right, Shu? Am I right? Am I right? So, he took over Deity's stream. I felt really bad for him. Yeah, Vincent said that. Good shit. I was right. Yeah, I want to be right when I'm talking. I don't want to be wrong. But obviously, Deity privatized it, which I kind of understand. But I feel like he privated it for the wrong reasons. I feel like he privated it for Vincent, and I think Vincent should have been held accountable. But then again, I feel like also I kind of understand that it could probably be embarrassing for Deity to have somebody behave like that on his live stream. I definitely feel like I would be quite embarrassed to have somebody like behave like that on a live stream. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would privatize it too, if I was in that situation. He does privatize a lot of his live streams. He does. So do I. I privatize my Loki After Dark live streams because they're more personal, and I feel like I get to know you. I'm like getting to know you guys more. We're talking about random shit, and I don't want like people watching that back and finding out information about my viewers and stuff. So, yeah, I saw that. I actually read one of Deity's apology reels, but he's got a couple of them, and I just, yeah. There's only so much I can read in one day. Yeah, guys, you don't need to repeat yourself. I read the first person who said that Deity privatizes his streams. I know. Thank you for the 10 people who told me. That's nice. Come on, guys. Maybe there's a delay. Maybe there's a delay, actually. I don't know. Maybe there's a delay. It's almost like a Mexican wave of Deity privatizes his streams. Chill, we want you to get the memo. Yeah, I got it. I know some people downloaded it, like before it happened. But I do really want to say, yes, thank you, Abby. Thank you. My moderator's joining in. Oh, you're not going to be moderating much longer, I swear. I'm kidding. But what I'm going to say, guys, right now, and I think it's important to kind of state this, is I feel like Deity's been a little bit close to the trees that you couldn't really see the forest. Like, that's kind of the way I look at it. Like, he had, like, a connection with Vincent, and I feel like that's kind of, it's kind of shrouded and kind of fogged his perspective, his rationality. Because I've been literally, that's literally like a very well-known term, Hogan, fuck off. And I think that's the thing. Like, I'm not like criticizing. I don't think that's actually me being critical or anything. I just think that, you know, if you get a bit close to people like that, or just people in general, this is why I don't have any friends, guys. This is why I don't have any friends, because it can really like affect the way that you kind of view that person, and you can end up being biased and a little bit irrational. Because I remember when I was, like, criticizing Vincent before, like, Deity was like, anybody who's criticizing Vincent is, like, this or that. And I was like, Deity, that really, yeah, I don't know, mate. Because, you know, I don't know. I don't think he was I think he was mainly talking about Real Stream. But, you know. But still, it was like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel... I could really sense that Vincent was a bad egg from... not even a mile off. I don't know. It wasn't surprising. You know, especially after I started seeing the inappropriate memes and stuff. Like he looks like a fully matured man, but he behaves like a fucking child. And it's kind of weird, actually. It gives me some really weird vibes about the guy. But nothing I really want to harbor on too much. I feel like Vince uses him. See, I don't like talking about Deity when he's not here, because I actually really like Deity, and I think he's a really interesting person. And I'm sure he might watch this back, and he may you know, have his 2 cents. But I do actually like the guy. So, but yeah, I definitely I heard that some of my viewers told me that, like, Vincent was promoting himself in Deity streams and promoting his channels and his donation links and stuff like that. And I mean, Deity's really nice to allow somebody to do that in his live stream, because I swear to God, if I saw anybody doing that in my live stream, I would be like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, it would be fucking Kung Fu City, motherfucker. It would be over. You know, you don't do that in my live streams, man. Vincent came into my live stream once and he was like, oh yeah, Chris is going live later, you guys should watch the interview. And I was just like, alright. don't alright, mate, alright. You said you liked Vincent. Did your opinion change about him? I mean, I don't necessarily dislike him, or I still... I don't know. Like, after I posted that tweet, that stream the other day, a couple of people posted, and I don't know if you guys saw the post that people were posting, the comments, and some people were telling me to look into the TCAP community. And basically, there are lots of videos out there about how, supposedly, Vincent has been false flagging videos for years. Like, hundreds of videos of people talking about the TCAP community, which is, you know, Chris Hansen's formative show, right? And I've been looking into it a bit more and more, and I'm kind of getting I'm starting to think that, yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, what they're saying is factual. Somebody sent me a video that was made by some guy, and I tried to watch it, but it seemed there was too many dumb jokes in it, and it was like 55 minutes long, so I was like, never mind, I'm not going to watch this. I was looking for something more concise to really figure out exactly what was going on. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, the video, but it was just, yeah, it was just too many jokes, man. Like, I wasn't in the mood for it, you know? I saw that on Mr. GG's video. Have you seen his? No, I haven't, actually. That might be a good idea. Yeah, I mean, DT's really new to YouTube, and I feel like he's he's got nothing to worry about. I don't even think he should really be apologizing. Actually, I guess the only apology he should really say is like, yo, sorry that, you know, this guy came on and, you know, triggered people. You know, I don't think he's actually got anything personally to be sorry for. I don't think he's done anything wrong, personally. Unless there's something that I'm like missing out. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's nice to see somebody who can kind of be graceful about things, which is cool. Deity and Vincent are not mutually exclusive. He'll be successful at shaking this off. Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely. Yeah, you didn't miss too much Super Panda BS. You didn't miss that much. But yeah, so I don't really want to sit and talk any more about deity in that regard. I said what I need to say, and it's all positive, I feel. You just got to be careful with situations like that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, all I'm going to say is I understand why he doesn't want to go on Vincent's show anymore, Chris's show anymore. I don't want to go on it either, honestly. As good as, like, the support is and, like, getting your name out there and, like, the clout, it's not really something that I'm interested in, personally. Yeah, it's been really, really muddied, with all this stuff. And, okay, and this is what I need to kind of move on now. Let's move on from deity and move on to what I actually really want to kind of say next. And that is that Vincent then, after that live stream, or I don't know if it was before or after, I think it was after, went onto Twitter and doxed somebody. He doxed a woman on Twitter, showing a picture of her and her name. Was it before? I forget if it was before or after. I got the screenshot of it, and my mind's a little bit fucking hazy. Either way, he literally doxed somebody. Yeah. And I'm not going to show the actual tweet. I don't need to. It's out there. I'm telling the truth, guys. I actually have it. But I'm not going to show it because it's like, no. I would be doxing as well if I did that. He claims they hacked him. Okay, but that's the thing, right? It's very clear to me that Vincent doesn't have a rational mind, because if he did, he would know that putting out people's information publicly is very, very scary and very, very damaging, especially if you claim that somebody's hacked you and you cannot prove that somebody's hacked you or somebody has done this or done that to you. It should be going to the police. It shouldn't be put on Twitter for your audience to kind of jump on and dig their fucking their nails into. Let's be honest. What did Vincent expect to happen from that? What does any any user on Twitter, any celebrity, any social media influencer expect when you literally put somebody's name and picture and say this person's wronged me? Get him. Like, that's literally it. Get him. Sick him. It does. It looks really bad on Chris. And Chris, from what I've gathered, has done fucking nothing wrong. It's just Vincent who's, like, literally, like, like, ripping everything apart. Man. Right. Deity likes you. I like him too. He should actually come and collab with me sometime. I already reached out to him, so it's really in his court now. Anyway, Vincent understands the internet and social media about as well as my gran. Yeah, but like, you're right, Diane, right? And I don't think you're necessarily pushing on this point, but there are some people who are going to say, oh, he's so new to social media and internet, we should let him off. No, he's a fucking adult. People, you should know the difference between right and wrong, right? And making, like, the jokes that he's been making these last couple of weeks, and then the doxing, like, putting that all into one fucking ball, into one ball of just, like, toxic shit, that is literally what he's been doing. I don't care that he's a boomer, alright? I know I made a little joke about boomers in the last stream, but, like, a lot of my viewers are like boomers. Or like, and there's a lot of people who are older who are very fucking intelligent and know their way around the internet better than I do, better than a lot of you guys do. So I don't think being a boomer has any fucking prevalence in this fucking situation at all. I think, and I mean, he's been on YouTube for a long time, as far as I'm aware, like for years, right? That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been reading up about. Is that he's actually been very active on the internet. So I'm just fucking saying, right? This is such a mess. I'd like to think I'm dealing with this mess, okay. He literally said that everybody hating on him is attracted to small humans. Yeah, well, it really goes to show, doesn't it? I guess there's a lot of people who he needs to report to the FBI, right? Yeah, mate. All right. Alright. Alright. Yikes. Okay. But yeah. He harped on Onision for doxing Billy, but yet does the same to someone else. Super hypocritical. I mean, a lot of people are hypocritical, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he did it. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with you. It's just, everybody's a hypocrite. Let's be honest. You know, it's difficult to not to be. Anyway, let's read some more of these comments. Victim blaming somebody for being a sex worker and hitting on them and all nasty bad stuff, but I don't know. What are you talking about, Ruby? God, I'm so confused. What the fuck that is? Yeah, it was super gross. He tried to walk it back and draw a distinction between haters versus criticism. But shit, dude. Alright. But it was funny because he was watching my live stream the other day, and he was like, "Oh, I love Loki's voice. Oh, yeah, I wish Loki's got the kind of voice that I want to hear profanity. He makes profanity sound good." Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny that Vince literally was eating my ass. That's probably the nicest way that I can put it. Exactly. I mean, Hogan, I feel like that comment's going to be hidden because fuck you, moderator. All right, well, I'm just going to have to deal with that now. It's there, everybody can see it. Eating my ass, you know what I mean, like, you know, brown nosing, right? That's what I meant. Your voice is very soothing. Thank you. Vincent literally doxed a man as well as that woman. Yeah, I heard he's doxed multiple people. I heard he's been doing this quite a lot. He also from what I've heard, he's doxed the other person that he kind of did a little shout out to on Twitter. Awful stuff, guys. Awful stuff. Vince hit on RSN's victims. Wait, what? Dude, I don't want to talk about RSN today. I want to talk about RSN. Not my cup of tea, guys. You know, you can watch other live streamers and commentators when it comes to that. That guy, I don't like. After what he said about me, nah, I'm good. I don't want to talk about him. But yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I definitely, I'm very curious what's really going on with Chris because I really like Chris, and I've been a big like supporter of him since I was a real big fan growing up. Watching TCAP like reruns when I was a kid. You know, I'd be watching them all the time, and I'd watch like the Cheaters show too. I don't know if you guys remember Cheaters, where like PIs follow fucking cheating, spouses, members of like men and women around and catch them in the act. It's good, honestly, some good fucking shit, man. And I really enjoyed those growing up, but like, I have been really curious why Chris decided to come to YouTube. And I don't know, like, I've really been trying to put my fucking I've been really trying to hit the bullseye on it. Trying to figure out why Chris is like kind of come to YouTube and why he's not like on TV anymore. And I'm guessing he can't be on TV anymore, perhaps. Or maybe it's because YouTube is the bigger thing. I don't know, like it's interesting. Because I know that like Chris has been involved in some stuff recently. Like he obviously got arrested. He like turned himself in, didn't he? Because of like dodgy checks and stuff like that, right? And it's I don't know. I don't know if that would that stop you from being on TV? I don't think so. I mean, I think there are lots of people out there who've done worse and are still on TV. I mean, didn't like Hulk Hogan literally use the N-word and is back on WWE? So I don't know. I mean, that's not a crime, but it may as well fucking be. I mean, I'm just saying with let's be honest. YouTube is now so mainstream, so more celebrities are migrating to the platform. No, you're right. You're definitely right. And I'm glad that you guys are giving me your perspectives on this, because it's helping me, and not just me, but everybody else here, kind of formulate an understanding on what's really going on. TV people are moving to YouTube because TV audience is dying. Yeah, honestly, I'm really hoping BBC is going to go fuck itself soon. The whole concept of a TV license in England is literally the devil, and I hate it. I hate it. Any of you guys who are English here, any of you guys from United Kingdom here, ugh. TV licenses. Why do we have them? Why do we have them? Anyway, stop. I like the BBC, yeah, but why do we pay money just for that channel and the other ones as well? Like, ugh. Anyway, I only watched Dog the Bounty Hunter on TV. Oh, I remember hearing that Dog's wife, Beth, passed away. That honestly broke my heart. That broke my heart. So is Vincent still with Chris? I'm not too sure. I guess we'll find out tonight, right? I guess we'll find out tonight what happened, what's going on. Is Vincent still, you know, is he still a part of the Chris's team, or is he now taking a step back? Because I assume that Vincent was very heavily tied in with Chris. Because I'm going to say this, guys. I really feel like if you're somebody who is literally the producer, the behind-the-scenes guy for someone like Chris Hansen, why the fuck do you have why do you have a public Twitter account? Like, why are you publicizing yourself? Why are you watching commentators' streams? Why are you, like, doing all of this stuff? And don't say it's because you're looking to, build up a bigger community. Chris is able to bring that in by himself, right? He's able to do that by himself. The only thing a producer really needs to do is reach out to people privately, set up shows, make the shows good, respond to emails, stuff like that. That's at least what I gather, right? And posting weird memes. Thank you for reminding me, Kaylee. I almost forgot. But, like, it's like, why does he need to do any more than that? Why does he need to go, like, guesting with people on, why does he need to go, like, actually live stream with other commentators and sit in their live streams like he did in mine? Like why? Like, why does he need to do that? He doesn't need to. Because Chris and Vince are both con men. And I don't really necessarily want to say that, but that's the point that I'm trying to figure out, is what they're doing. Are they literally taking advantage of the Onision situation and milking it to build up Chris's channel? I don't know. And what I base my opinion off is whether what they've said is the truth or not. So listen to this, right? If Chris and Vincent actually did reach out to the FBI, and there is an actual investigation going on, and it's legit, and it's genuine, and they are looking into Onision and Kai, then fair enough. Because I feel like there will be some sense of justice, right? There will be something that really comes from all of this, right? But if it's not true, or if nothing happens, where is the justice? Tell me. Like, where is it? All these people that were allegedly victims of Onision and Kai have had to come on in front of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, and share their stories. Some of which were very, very difficult to share. Right? And the amount of abuse and negativity that some people have received from all of this. And also the fact that this has made Onision's viewership skyrocket over the last couple of months. Before Chris got involved, Onision wasn't getting even 30, 40, 50,000 views on a video. And now he's getting hundreds of thousands. Hey? FBI investigations was already happening before these streams. You think so? How do we know? How do we know? We don't, do we? So literally, My entire argument. Thank you, Stonewall. Thank you very much for the money. And preach, Loki. I like your picture, by the way. I dig it. My entire argument is based on we don't fucking know. Like, that is literally it. So I'm not asking you guys to believe one thing or the other, right? I'm not asking that. What I've literally spent the last 42 minutes doing is hopefully broadening your minds and making you guys more aware of the entire story, kind of what's really been going on at large, and the opinion that you actually have from watching this is your own, and I really don't mind that. I think that's actually makes my live streams, well, this one in particular, quite interesting, is because I'm not asking you guys or trying to convince you guys to believe what I'm saying. What I am trying to say is, I'd like to know. I'd like to know what it has actually happened, what has actually been going on these last few months, and it's interesting. Anyway, you're a Sprite kind of guy, really? I mean, I'm not really big on Sprite, to be honest. I'm more of like a cola, a Dr. Pepper kind of guy. You know, that's my shit. I like a bit of cream soda here and there. You know, dandelion and burdock. That's very English, though. He just said that they knew about him before the streams, not that an investigation was open. But I think, okay, so if that's true, trash, right? Which I'm pretty sure they did say something about it. Then I feel like if that's not true, that people have been running with that. And whether that's because people have wanted to believe that, or because people have been fed false information, there's been implications from Chris, whatever reason it is, that's what has ended up happening, right? I like cherry coke too. That's what I'm sitting here saying, Brenda. It's like, what if we've been duped? What if this has all just been like clout chasing? And like, I don't know. I'm very curious about it. And, you know, if any of you guys actually have any proof or anything that you would like to share in that regard, you know, feel free to leave it in the comments. Be aware, guys, I'm not literally, like, talking down to people in that regard. I'm somebody who's just perhaps not as... I don't really know as much about the older history of Onision, the things that happened back in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. You know, I did know of Onision back then. I used to watch some of his videos when I was a teenager, but like most people did, right? But it's yeah, you know, it's I only know what I know, right? Of course they are building a career, for fuck's sake. They aren't doing this for charity. What is the issue? There isn't an issue, Jamie. There isn't an issue. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's doing. There is no issue with it. There is no issue that he's doing that, or that they're doing that. I'm just telling you that that's the way it is. Because some people seem to believe that it's just out of the goodness of their hearts, when in actuality, I feel like every YouTuber is, in a way, trying to push forward their careers. The one thing that I think my major point out of all of this hasn't been whether they're doing it to grow or for clout or whatever, right? It's whether we've been duped or not. And that's what I'm just very curious about. Yeah, tarot reviews. I agree with you. So yeah, that is really what I'm trying to say. Irish, how are you? Thank you, Irish. Yeah. Have fun at work. What the fuck am I saying? I also think it's worth mentioning that Sarah has flat out said she's been in contact with law enforcement and has given them evidence that wasn't shown to the public. Oh, really? What I will say, right, and I think this is probably a better way to kind of sum up this part of the conversation, is I really hope, I really hope that things have been moving forward, and I hope that what people have been saying is true, and I hope there is an investigation, because if there is, and it turns out that nothing is found, then fair enough. I think I can understand that. I can accept that. But I just hope so, because I feel like there's a lot of people who really like invested in all of this, and they feel very they feel like they're almost a part of something, but we'll see. It's just interesting to me, isn't it? Anyway, I want to read some more of this shit. Thank you, Britt. I appreciate that. That's cool. I'm so wearing my tinfoil hat for Chris's show tonight. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to watch that show tonight. I mean, actually, I know the person who's going to be on it. She's been like a viewer of mine for like over a year or so. A couple of years now. But I don't really know if... Well, it's usually on pretty late for me anyway. But I'm pretty sure it's Beck tonight, who actually did go to Onision's house. The Grease Mansion, as it's called. Which I find more interesting, but I don't know, I feel like this whole situation with Vincent has really took away from what's actually going on. Like this, what we need to be focusing on. I don't know. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I honestly, like, I've been talking about Vincent making like errors for a couple of weeks now, and he's even been watching a couple of them, and he's still. I can't believe he watched my stream a few days ago, heard me say, "Hey, dude, you need to wise up because you're literally like making you and Chris look bad." And then literally the next day, or a couple of days later, he fucking doxes people on Twitter and says really just unnecessary gross shit on Deity's on his live stream. It's just like, how fucking... You have no self-awareness, dude. You have no self-awareness. It's I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that you should like listen to me and I might be all-knowing. I'm not saying that, but like, if I mean, how can he deny it? Oh, that wasn't me who was on Deity's live stream. That was my evil twin. Woo! Could you imagine if he? Oh god, you wouldn't surprise me actually. Wes, I saw what he did recently, and I'm very, very sorry that happened to you. That is an awful thing to happen to somebody, and I've never been officially doxxed before, but one of my family members has, to like, kind of get back at me, to hurt me, and it feels awful, and I can't believe that Vincent would do that. I'm very, very disappointed. I'm very, very. It was a deep fake. Yeah, somebody hacked him again, right? Yeah, it's well, yeah. From what I've already gathered about Vincent, and I hate to speak about him this way, because I did like him. I genuinely did like him, but it seems to me that like I was actually sitting here on my live stream the other day, and I was like, "Yo, Vincent, like, I feel like you're lying about everything, and I think you should just come clean and accept what you've done." And he literally turned around and was like, it wasn't me, it was my friend or something, or it was a hacker. And it's like, dude, we know you're lying, man. Like, we know that you're lying. I think it's just surprising to me when I actually meet people who, in my opinion, could be compulsive liars. You do meet people like that sometimes. You do meet people like that. Anyway. I'm sorry that happened to you. Nah, it's alright. Shit happens. Yeah, DT just tweeted out that he isn't live streaming or creating content anytime soon. Oh, that makes me really sad. Honestly, I love seeing I like watch most of DT's videos, and I actually enjoy him. So I hope that he you know what? Maybe I don't know if DT's watching right now or if his sister is watching, but you should do what I'm doing. You should maybe work on some other projects. I know that you have other things that you're interested in. maybe experiment, try out some other videos, maybe take a couple of days or a week away from the toxicity of the drama community, because there are a lot of people who are genuinely interested in the other things that we do, you know. And I think that goes without saying that there's no reason why we shouldn't branch out. You know, that's just what I'm saying. I don't really care if Vincent's lurking or not. But yeah, you know, DT's shown me a lot of respect so far, and you know, I've got nothing negative to say. All right, Cappening channel. All right, cool. I don't know what the fucking say to that. Once again, anyone with screen caps or screenshots of Vincent's shenanigans, please send them to my Twitter. DMs are open. What's going on with you? Are you making a video on it or something? Yeah, so yeah, I was aware that there was like a copyright strike. Honestly, I stay away from the whole RSN drama. It's enough people have talked about it, and it's just like, it's really toxic to get involved in, and it's like, fuck that, man. Fuck that. And it's not even just like, because like everybody involved, like both sides in that have made mistakes and done really bad shit. So it's like, you know, it's just a big mess, man. I don't like getting involved in big messes. I like getting involved in things where I can actually have like an opinion that's rational, and it's not very rational. So yeah. Anyway. Alright, I'm reading some more shit. Guys, there are so many comments that I'm really trying to get into. Yes! Wes, I saw that! I did. I think I actually have the tweet. Let me check. Let me check if I actually have the tweet. Yeah, I have the tweet. Here it is. I might have to show you the tweet. Just the one in regards to you, Wes, not the one with the picture of the other lady. Because I mean, you do have your name here. Well, it's just Wes most on here. I obviously I want your permission when I. There's nothing inappropriate on there. No, there's nothing at all. Good. Okay. So yeah, here we are. Hi there is a loser YouTuber, Baked Salmon, and Wes Marks. Hey Wes and Phil, you realise you are poking the bear. I'm pretty sure he means poking. He's a learn to fucking spell. The bear, Chris Hansen. I will expose the shit out of you, racist fucking loser savages. I mean, who the fuck uses the word savage as like an insult? You savage! Great, man. It's funny, Wes Marks talks about lynching his family. What? Knows about... So, right, you know, I think there's supposed to be a comma in there. It's funny, Wes Marks talks about lynching. His family knows all about it. What? What the fuck, man? This is something, I'll tell you that. And I'm pretty sure, wait, this was literally like New Year's, right? New Year's Eve. So literally, you know, Vincent's cracked out the alcohol early. He's got on his phone, and he's literally just like put his phone to his ass and just shat all over the phone, and that is what he's produced from his shit. It is even if it was a drunk tweet, I'm really sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, I was drunk when I did it." No, you're a fucking idiot, right? If you drink and live stream, or you drink and you go on social media, you drink and you really do anything that requires a level head, you are going to meet ramifications. I mean, it's as simple as that, isn't it? Like, if you go out and drive while drunk, DUI. Yeah, manslaughter charges if you hit anybody, right? It's, yeah, don't you get in trouble. And I think, I mean, obviously you're not going to get arrested or anything for posting awful shit on Twitter. But it could cancel you. And that's, yeah. Oh, trust me, I've sometimes, like, done live streams in the past when I'm drunk, but I'm just usually very fun and you know, I make lots of jokes and shit. I mean, it's like me right now, but, like, 200. Like 200% Loki. It's a bit much, guys. Too much Loki. Did you see the video, Loki? Which video? The video of baked salmon? The baked salmon video? No, I couldn't really. It was like 55 minutes long, and there's no way I can watch a 55-minute video. Even though I make you guys watch my like hour-long streams, you know, I can't really do it. Unless like it's something that I can really like connect with. And I don't know, I just got kind of, maybe it was because it was like 3 or 4 in the morning when I was watching it, but I couldn't really watch it for longer than 5-10 minutes. Yeah, several hour-long streams. Right, well, there's a reason why I don't keep those ones up, you know. He's my partner. The channel was deleted. There's a 20-minute shorter one. Really, I'd like to watch the shorter version, the condensed version. I've always been like that. I think there's like 2 different kinds of YouTube viewer. You've got the ones who like longer videos, and then you've got the people who like shorter videos. And I'm more of a shorter video kind of guy. So, yeah, thank you. No, I can count. I know. You could always skim it. Yeah, but I feel like if I skim it, I'm not gonna know where the fuck I'm at, and I'm gonna miss like the start of that topic or that conversation. I'm gonna spend a good fucking 30 minutes skipping shit, and it's literally gonna end up taking as long as it would have if I just played it normally. So I don't really like wasting it. 2 times speed, and then it's gonna sound weird, isn't it? Vince copyright claimed the video in the name of Chris Hansen. In the name of Chris Hansen. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Vince copyright claimed 14 videos on Baked Salmon's channel. Yikes, man. Yeah, I heard he's been copyright striking. I said this earlier in the live stream. I heard he's been copyright striking a lot of people in the TCAP community. Which is weird because it's like their own community, right? And it's like, why are you like... They're actually promoting you guys and giving you guys like a lot of engagement. Like, why is that an issue? And they're people who actually fuck with you. Like, why are you fucking with that just so you can make a quick buck, right? Like, are you really trying to get money that bad? You're trying to make, you know, put ads on their videos that bad? It's just greedy, man. Loki, you better keep your spice to a minimum then. Why? Yeah, I would be surprised, and it's actually really sad that that's the case, isn't it? AKA Mugnuts. Interesting name, by the way. But it's like it's a shame that that's had to kind of be the way it is. I would hate to have like a really great show, like something that's like remembered really fondly by a lot of people, and literally have the people who like were a part of that community turn against me because I was, you know, either I made some mistakes or my associate made some mistakes, or we both made mistakes. It would just be a real shame, man. Disappointing stuff. Are you not, Loriana? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway. Yikes, I haven't heard about any of that. There's some big things to say. Interesting. But anyway, I don't really want to sit and talk anymore about Vincent. Honestly, I guess we could do it all day, couldn't we? But fact of the matter is, the guy is obviously shouldn't be allowed to be on Twitter unsupervised, clearly. And more so, I hope that he can now take a back seat to Chris and just let Chris do his thing. Because I don't know, it's been. I think one of the big things that's been kind of weird is that Vincent was like promoting this. What was it called? Pro streams. Do you guys remember what I said about pro streams a few weeks ago? It literally looks like... It looks... Honestly, I think YouTube in, like, 2003, whenever YouTube came out, I forgot when YouTube came out, like, you know, when YouTube first came out, I think looked better than pro streams. Like, it does not look like a functioning website or app or anything like that. It looks really bad. Yikes, man. It's like Pro Streams is like, it was Vincent's alternative to YouTube, and it was literally it was a shit. It looked so shit, man. Yikes. Like, yeah, I'd rather be on Vimeo, man. Vimeo or, you know, any other site, man. Anyway. Yeah, I heard about that, Wes, which doesn't surprise me, to be honest. But anyway, guys. I always thought maybe it was a good thing. I mean, I know people keep saying that they want, like, a competitor to YouTube, and I want one too. But I actually want a competitor with YouTube that's not complete shit. Like, it's not, like, fucking garbage. Like, I feel like that's always what happens. And the same with live streaming, too. You get all of these, like, little live streaming apps that are just, like, people who are, like, trying to just make money. Which, I mean, I understand business, but there's, like, business ethics. And when you're literally doing anything to make money, you are, like, monetizing everything and just trying to milk people. You're giving streamers really unfair percentages on what they're earning and stuff like that. It really goes to show that these sites are just run by a bunch of cunts, yeah, to be honest. Competitive is the operative word. Well, it's they're not competitive, and I think that's that's the thing, isn't it? Guy's a fraud, bottom line. Wes has the facts. Yeah, that's Daily Motion. Daily fucking Motion, guys. I've watched some good shit on that. But anyway, so yeah, I did hear about the Nikocado Avocado and Stephanie situation. And I don't really know if I'm going to talk about it because it's kind of out of my comfort zone. I guess I could watch the videos on it and then maybe like do a video on it. I suppose I could like go watch them tomorrow and offer some feedback. Regina and nearly all others unfollowed Vince. Well, that's good to hear. But what I will say is I'm pretty sure everybody's unfollowed him because he's deleted his account. But if they unfollowed him before he deleted, fair dues. Fair dues, everyone. I don't want to watch Dr. Phil because Dr. Phil is literally like, I don't like the show. Because I feel like everybody who goes on it ends up becoming more of an asshole than they were before. I mean, there are so many good examples. Do I have to go through the fucking list? You know? Like people who go on that show, like teenage girls mostly, who go on, they're like, you know, catch me outside, and then they end up becoming celebrities off of it, and then they end up just becoming even more garbage, and it's just like, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. It's what's the word? It's like sensationalized content, and I don't really dig it. The Steve Wilkos show? Is that what you're talking about? The Steve Wilkos show? Steve Wilkos, Maury. I mean, I feel like the only show I really liked out of all of those was Jerry Springer, because it was always funny to watch like a bunch of hillbillies fight on stage. And I think that's like like that's you know, like that's really it. They had some really edgy shit. Like they had some of the edgiest shit on that show, man. I could really get into it, but it's like that episode. Be aware, Jerry Springer is Jewish, right? And he literally had like KKK members on the show. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Like the fucking, oh man, wow. You know, it literally reminds me of when Gilbert Gottfried actually pretended to be Hitler on it was like a celebrity. It was like, what was it? It was like a historical roast Yeah, it was on Netflix for a while. I watched all of them. They were interesting. And Gilbert Godfrey was raised Jewish, and it's just very, very interesting. And like these really, really edgy fucking shows, man. It's wow. Yeah, Maury's interesting, but it's always the same thing. It's always like, I remember there was this one woman who literally had like 15 to 20 men on the show, claiming that each one was the father to her child. And she literally went on like over a dozen times. Like, how many fucking dudes is this chick banging? It's a yikes, right? Is it scripted? I don't know. It was scripted. Don't ruin that for me, Brenda. Don't ruin that for me. It's not scripted. It's all real. Maury should rename his show Who's Your Daddy? I mean, there are other things they do too. What was it? They do like, they have like young girls on who are like 14, 15-year-old girls who are hanging out with like Onision type dudes. You know what I mean? Which is always kind of like, I don't like watching those ones because it's like, it just gives me like anxiety and makes me mad. Yeah, the boot camps, right? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. It's scripted. Don't say that. Steve Wilkos, I find interesting, but he reminds me a bit of Jeremy Kyle in the UK. He brings people on, and then he ends up being really condescending to people when he brings them on. And I don't like it when you're if you're like a talk show host and you're doing a show like this, you come like every single time somebody comes on, you just try to look like a big man, and you like patronize and speak really kind of unnecessarily to somebody who's on your show, who's literally like agreed to come on your show, and you're paying them to come on the show. I don't know, man. I just don't like that shit. Like, Jeremy Kyle always rubbed me off the wrong way because he just seemed like some rich fucking idiot who like talked down to everybody. I just didn't like it. Like every show he'd be like having a go at somebody. It's like, dude, I don't know, bad vibe. I honestly, the historical roast and also the celebrity roast too, when they did like James Franco and shit. That was literally, there was some fucking, honestly, some scary humor on there. But it's like the kind of humor that I'm really into. So like, I'm not gonna like fucking say some of those jokes on this live stream, but like, I've got my sense of humor, and you can go fuck yourselves, guys. Like I am a big like Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Gilbert Gottfried, Will Ferrell. I'm that kind of guy. I'm that kind of guy when it comes to like comedians, So like a lot of the old 80s, 90s comedy, which was really fucking like bad. We didn't say anything about your humor. Chill. Well, I'm gonna fight you, man. Explains a lot. Hogan, shut the fuck up, man. All right, fucking sit down, pussy. Is Graham Norton accepted in chat? I like Graham Norton. I watched one recently of like a clip of the guy from Jason Momoa and Emily Daenerys chick, right? Emilia Clarke, not Emily, Emilia Clarke. And like, it was a clip about them, about how like they're like really close, and I bet they're fucking, guys. I bet they're fucking. Just being honest. Robin Williams is a saint, but I will tell you this, Brit, right? There are lots of people who really love Robin Williams, and I love him so much. But I genuinely think that there are people who love him who are like super like 2019. They're very like SJW, very like, you can't say anything, otherwise I'm going to give you a subpoena and I'm gonna throw you in jail. Well, if you actually watch some of like Robin Williams' like earlier comedy, it's really, really, really like wow. And I like it. I like that comedy, but a lot of people would be like, yikes. His stand-up comedy was very dry humor. Jason Momoa, oh my god, sigh. Do you not like him? I think everybody likes him, right? But anyway, I'm gonna finish up my live stream. I've been on for like an hour and 10 minutes. I feel like I'm literally now derailing my live stream, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm gonna do my Loki After Dark. I'm not in any rush today to end for Chris Hansen's stream. I know people keep saying Chris is going live. Chris is going live. Yeah, I don't really care. I'll finish what I'm going to finish tonight. And if people want to continue to watch me, or if people want to leave, that's okay. I don't mind having 20, 30 people watching me. You guys know me. I don't mind having literally like no one watching. I'll just sit here and talk to myself. It's fine. I'm used to it anyway from my previous live streaming app. Literally nobody on there would fucking talk to me. I was literally just talking to myself most of the time. Loser. But yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody who has tuned in today. You guys are fantastic, and I hope you guys have managed to start off 2020 in the right way. I know there's been a lot of toxicity on YouTube, and I want you guys to know that you do not need to be consumed by it. Focus on more positive things, be happy, and just take every day as they come. I think that's all you can really do. You know, don't overthink things, don't plan too far ahead. Just let things play out. And always remember this, guys. You know, if people are doing bad things, karma will come round and bite them. We've seen that more recently. We've been seeing that a lot, actually, on YouTube. Karma's a bitch. Thanks for the platform. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So, yeah, if you guys want to come and hang out with me on Loki After Dark, we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Maybe I'll talk more about comedy. Maybe I'll talk about some other stuff. Who knows? Come watch me. You'll find out. Exactly, I agree with you, RBF. I think there's more that he could definitely work on. Perhaps Becca, who knows? Pardon me, hairball. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. I'm going to very quickly start my next live stream. It'll be on this channel, so I'll see you guys there. 5 minutes, 4 minutes now. I'm going to be on at 20 past, so... Loki looks like he's on the verge of crying. Shut the fuck up, Logan. Alright. Shut up. I'll see you guys there. Deuces, everybody. Big shout out to those of you who have obviously donated today. Thank you very much to Stonewall and Caro. And also Sarah as well. Sarah is amazing. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the money. I do appreciate it. It's going to go in the bank of Loki. Some good stuff. I will see you guys in a few minutes. Deuces, everyone.